Ooh, we're live. Welcome to the 18th episode of the Unqualified Gamers podcast. I am CC Punishment 185. My co-host, Queen Cheese, aka Queasy.
Hello. How are you today,
How you doing today, Queen? I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. My streams have been doing really good. We have,
yes, they have.
a guest for the first time in a little while today. I'm pretty excited about that. Who's our guest, Queen?
Carnage UDG, your favorite backwards gamer. I'm so excited.
When you told me about this guy a few months ago, I started watching him, and I watch him quite often, and it is unreal. This is how this dude plays, like this. He plays like this, like I don't know how he does it, but
it's actually
very, very cool to watch.
Funny story how I met him. So he's in Carnage Clan along with Dexbot, who is a friend of the podcast, and I was playing Warzone with Dexbot one day, and we were in a group with UDG. I'd never heard of him before. I didn't know what UDG stood for or anything like that. And I just remember I was like so enamored by how good he played. I had no idea that he played backwards. I knew nothing about him, but he was just so good. And I was like, damn, this guy is so good. And he was so nice. Like, it's very rare that I come across people that are like extremely nice. Like, he wasn't like talking any shit to me, was just such a little angel. So I went and I was like, I want to support this guy. I was like, holy shit, he's playing backwards. Like, what?
Yeah, so, it's ridiculous. I can't wait to hear the story from him of why he plays that way, or how he started playing that way, because what is that?
Have you not heard the story?
Well, I mean, I've heard it, but I want to hear it from him.
Okay.
So I want to hear it from him. By the way, that was probably one of our millions and millions of followers trying to call you, or probably like, Razor or Corsair, Rode Mics trying to offer us a sponsorship. It's
Blue Mics. There's Blue Mics calling me. They just will not leave us alone.
Somebody. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, guys, we don't want to do any sponsorship right now. So
we're not ready. Maybe season 2. So maybe we should talk about that a little bit. Today's our last episode.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Is it? I thought we had one more.
Do we have one more? It's the 20. Yeah, maybe we do have one more.
18. We have 2 more, 19 and 20, and then we're taking a break.
Well, but see, I'm gone on the 5th, remember?
Yeah.
August 5th. Are you doing it by yourself?
I thought we were going to do it with another, we're going to pick a co-host or something. I don't know.
Oh, we can do whatever
we can figure this out right now. What are we going to do?
Okay.
What should we do?
Well, so the 5th, I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be in North Carolina. So we actually can do one next weekend if you would like.
So next weekend is what day?
The 31st.
Okay, so that'll be episode 19.
Yes.
And then episode 20, you're going to be out of town, so we can
I'm going to be out of state, yeah, so
take a break, or we can do a podcast with a special guest.
Oh, you know what? This is what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling pretty great. So let's do this. If you want to be the co-host of the Unqualified Gamers podcast with Queen Cheese while I'm gone, this is your opportunity.
Wow. You're going to put it out there like that.
Anybody get a hold of one of us, Instagram, anything. Let us know what you bring to the table. If you can fill my shoes.
Oh, some big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill. I know Redux will put his name in the basket, and he already killed it.
He was an excellent co-host.
He was.
He was.
So let's do that then. And then after that one, that's episode 20. We can take a break. We'll take a week off.
Okay.
Maybe 2 weeks.
And I'm thinking 2 weeks. I'm thinking 2 weeks off, and then we'll come back for season 2.
Okay.
So yeah.
And we're gonna start putting the podcast out a little bit later, I believe, right? We're gonna start premiering it a little later.
Yeah, and here's what I'm thinking is we premiere it live so that we have a live chat, everybody can hang out. And 10 a.m. Central Time is 8 a.m. for people on the West Coast, like in California.
Right.
And that's early. So we were
Yeah.
thinking maybe we can do a little bit later, make it a little bit more of like an afternoon type thing, like 2 p.m. when you're at work and you're starting to be like, because in the morning I have meetings, I've got things to do, like I'm trying to get caught up for the day. So the afternoon lull, I feel like might be a better time to premiere.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. And I don't know any other podcasts that do premieres. So, I mean, I think we're going to continue to do that for a while as long as you guys are enjoying it. But if it kind of dies off, then we'll just stop premiering them and we'll just put them out.
Yeah, we can just post them.
Yeah.
That's the fun part about, being in charge. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want. And because we're the Unqualified Gamers with the new merch. Don't forget to check out the merch store. Is the sale still going on? I love your hat. Do you like my hat?
I love your hat. So we've got a couple new shirts that came out. We have one that's really cool that says, "Make sure your online friends are okay." I really, really like that shirt. It's like tie-dye that comes in blue and red. We have one that says "Absolutely Man" on it. Are you drinking a Guinness?
Do not buy that shirt. No, I'm not. I'm drinking a Venom.
Oh, I look Venom. Look like a Guinness.
First of all, I'm not a big drinker. No, the fridge back there does have beer in it, okay? But I'm not a big drinker.
You're like a Bud Light drinker, aren't you?
I'm a Bud Light guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Bud Light guy.
Bud Light guy. Guinness is the opposite of that.
Next time I drink, I will be a Truly guy because I did buy that and I didn't like it, but it's in there and I'm not letting it go to waste. So
yeah, I have a whole bunch of White Claws at my house that I'm never going to drink, but
there's no laws when you're drinking claws.
Oh God. Okay. Anyways, back to the merch store. You always have these. Listen,
this is my brain. This is how my brain operates. It goes zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, it's like
just like the gnats in my room. Like
yeah, this is how my brain works.
I love your brain. You have a fascinating brain.
I do. It's, you know what? I tell you what, it may be fascinating, but you wouldn't want to spend 5 minutes in here by yourself. No. Nobody would. Anyway, merch stores. You just did at that time. So anyway, the new merch is pretty badass. I'm going to be ordering an AFK bag here soon because I think they're badass.
Give you a discount code.
Thank you. I would really appreciate a discount code. I feel like I should get a discount code for my stream, and so should you, because you'll be streaming.
We are
tonight, right?
Tonight is the night.
Tonight is the night. 7/27 at 7.
Yeah, tonight is the night. We did a test stream a few nights ago, and it was interesting.
How'd it go?
Here's the sitch. It went well. I had to drop my camera from 1080 to 720. That was the big thing because I was being a little funky.
You're not streaming at 1080, right?
No, streaming at 720. Good. However, frames dropping is going to be my biggest issue.
So this, I'm going to tell you something right now. Your computer it's a good computer, right? But so my first streaming PC, okay, it's in the other room and it could do the job, right? But when my friends would come in and bit spam me, okay, shit like that, it would my stream would just freeze. And I'd have to wait for that to come through. Luckily, you're not an affiliate yet, so you can't deal with that. Yeah. But if I was you, I would probably not have sound alerts right away.
Okay.
Until you have a few streams, because sound alerts will do the same exact thing. Okay.
I have alerts for follows and stuff like that, but
right.
So here's the situation: is I had to drop it to 29.75 FPS. Mm-hmm. And it makes the game run a little bit smoother, but it still drops frames a little bit every now and then. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to be this super enjoyable thing to watch right now, to be quite honest. But I do have a new computer on the way. Yeah. So I'm hoping that will help. But here's the thing is I learned, especially with this podcast, and it's something I learned from you. I'm a perfectionist. I like for everything to be perfect all the time, but everything's not going to be perfect all the time. And sometimes you just have to start with what you have, even if it's not perfect. Just start it. Just get it going. That's what I'm going to do. And then improve along the way. That's all you can do.
Right. So did you ever see that video that I put out that was my first year as an affiliate or something like that?
Yeah,
it's on my YouTube. So we all start somewhere, right?
Yep.
That was horrible. I can't believe anyone watched it. It was horrible.
Because people love you. That's why people watched it.
Yeah, but like I don't even know how I got affiliate. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Well,
but it's so much different now. Like especially like being in this room has just brightened my stream up so much. Like this used to be a wall right here, like wall, and now I have all this room.
Yeah,
and I can get up. I can do this if I want.
Oh my gosh, Rocco and Mike and Dom are like freaking out right now because they just saw your feet. I'm sending that to them.
They love my feet. I actually sent a foot pick out last night to my boys. So
wow, do you charge for that?
Nah, it's on the OnlyFans, but not yet, but it will be soon.
OnlyFans.com/chain punishment.
I only got one chain on today. I got this one too, but it's a work to get on. There's my clout. I still have my clout in case anyone's wondering. Yes. I'm not trying to steal yours.
CC also stands for clout chaser now.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Chain.
Any hoot and holler. Well,
cheek clapper.
Cheek clapper. We have a guest, like we said, KRNG UDG. He is in the house, and we are going to go grab him right now.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go get him. All right, everybody. We are so excited to welcome our guest on the podcast today. KRNG UDG is joining us. He is your favorite backwards gamer. UDG, thank you so much for coming on today.
Yay! Thank you for having me. I'm just happy to be a part of a podcast, I guess. It's really cool.
Yeah, we appreciate it too. This is probably the most fun podcast ever too.
We have millions and millions and millions of viewers.
Millions and millions of viewers.
Millions. So, tell everybody how we can follow and support you.
If you guys want to watch me, I'm always live on Twitch almost daily. It's twitch.tv/UDG_. Gotta make sure you get that underscore. It's the same thing for TikTok. 152K and growing still, even though I think I got shadow banned, but that's okay. And then Twitter, it's @RealUDG.
What? Wait. What did you just whisper?
I may have got shadow banned on TikTok.
Didn't that happen to Rocco too? What is the deal? What's going on over there, man, with TikTok?
I don't really know what it is. I feel like a lot of TikTok creators that are like Warzone people or like gaming people, they make the same video consistently, and that's how they do so well. Like, I'm trying to think. Like T-Dog does the same videos like, TikTok, what's going on, guys? I got the greatest class setup known to man. And then he gives his class setup and then he ends it with go dominate. And like, it's the method for him. He's got it clean as day. It's the same video and it just kills every time. And then I'm here like, how funny would this video be?
Yeah, I
love it.
I really enjoy the Warzone side of TikTok. It's pretty great.
So tell us a little bit about you. How long have you been gaming? How long have you been streaming?
I've been gaming since 2000. I was born in 1998, so about 20 years at this point. Ever since the beginning of like Nintendo 64, I was doing like James Bond, like GoldenEye, 007 Double Agent, like the first FPS shooter, so to say. I've been streaming for 8 years at this point. Been doing content creation for a long time. Ever since like Call of Duty Ghosts is when I started. Because your previous podcast person, Dexbot, was who got me started.
Really?
All right. Real quick. I'm not sure why we didn't start out with this question, but why and how do you play like this? Like, we need to go over this because I've like heard about it, and then obviously I've watched your streams quite a bit, and like this, it makes my brain hurt. Okay, so how and why?
I've tried to do it. I tried to do it once.
I won't try. I won't. Like, I can't.
So to give like a visual representation, so like when I used to play in like Nintendo 64, I don't have one of those controllers. The only controller I buy is like a GameCube, and that won't work. But like the back was so far for like my little hands that the farthest I could reach was like here. That's what my brothers told me. So I had to basically decide that I'm going to play a different way. And this is what I came up with using my thumbs on the back and then using my fingers on top.
So you have older brothers?
Yes. And I thought I was playing the right way the whole time. No, they were just making fun of me.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sure they probably bash you pretty hard for playing like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just ridiculous because like I see you play, and I'm like, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, there's no way this guy's really playing like this, you know? And you know, you have your controller camera. And I'm like, okay, well, it's actually like matching up with what he's doing in the game, and it just made my brain hurt. So,
yeah.
How
often
insane.
do you get told like, "There's no way you're doing that"?
Oh, there's thousands, maybe even. I'd say probably close to tens of hundreds of thousands comments I've gotten on TikToks where they're just like, it's fake, bullshit, doesn't make sense. He pushes left on the stick, but he goes right in the game. Doesn't make sense. And people don't understand that. Like, if I want to go forward in a game, everyone's expecting, like, you guys, obviously you push forward like this.
Yeah.
But
right.
you watch my controller, I'm pushing up. Like that, like I'm pulling it back towards me, and everybody's like, "You should be going backwards right now." And I'm like, "No, that's how I go forward. I don't invert anything. I've always played on default settings, and that's why."
Okay,
people are like, what the hell?
So another question: have you tried to play regularly?
Mm-hmm.
And how does that work?
So obviously, like getting used to playing normal can be a little bit difficult. I've actually done a little bit more practicing with it to see how much better I can get at it. I wouldn't say I'm like the worst in the world by playing normal, but it's definitely like almost 3 KD playing backwards, whereas I definitely have a negative KD playing normal.
I gotcha, yeah, because that's just the backwards is just insane, but it's cool as hell. So, I mean,
it's very fun to watch.
Who else can do that?
Who else can do that? Have you seen other people play like that?
I've seen other people who play, they always claim they play just like me, but really they play like this, where their thumbs are on top and their pinkies hit like the triggers and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those guys on TikTok, and I've seen a lot of them on Twitch. I've tried to speak with them. I don't try speaking with them anymore. They're all pretty rude. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think
you're the best at it. So.
I think it's because a lot of them are like, "Oh, this is my unique ability. Nobody else can do something like I do." And I'm like, "Well, I'm here. I'm not exactly like you." And they're like, "Ew." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
right." Right.
Well,
I was just commenting about how nice of a guy you are. Like, you're just always such a joy to watch and play with, and you're just a good dude. So, again, super excited that you're here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through some gaming stories. You predominantly play Warzone, though you did play a little bit of Knockout City there for a while. How long have you been playing Call of Duty? Did you say?
I think Call of Duty came out. I think the franchise started in like 2002 or 2003. So since then. So I had like the original COD. I was like, I'm OG. Oh, yeah. I was 4 years old in the campaign missions, shooting bodies.
That's wild. I didn't really get into Call of Duty until like 2009. I think is when I really started playing. All right, cool. So NickMercs recently came out and shared some concerns over new major Warzone changes that are coming soon. So while it remains one of the world's most popular video games, a number of Warzone's most prominent creators and players has suggested the Battle Royale is in dire straits. Cheating's always been an issue, but now many are claiming that the average game is unplayable due to the prevalence of hackers. But as Raven and Activision try to keep the game fresh and interesting, plenty of new content appears to join Verdansk, including planes that are coming recently. NickMercs, though, is one of many to appear hesitant over the plane's inclusion, citing Fortnite as an example of when they did not turn out particularly well. On a July 23rd YouTube video, NickMercs addressed them and appeared uncertain. First things first, he said, people are finding the planes in the game and the game code. I'm talking about the planes with the turret. That kind of plane, I don't know about you guys, but I played Fortnite for some time. I still do, and I remember when they put planes in Fortnite. Nah. So good luck with that one, Chief. That sounds so NickMercs. So, question, have we heard about planes coming to Warzone? Because this is the first I've heard of this.
I hadn't heard of it until you brought it up this morning. So, no.
Interesting.
I had seen the game code, or like everyone was talking about, it's in the game code, it's here and there, because Modern Warzone, as soon as one of those leaks comes out, tweets about it immediately. So I've seen a little bit on it. I don't think it's going to be like what Fortnite was, though.
Yeah, I think there's too many planes in Fortnite. Personally.
I think the big problem with Fortnite 1, though, is the fact that, like, Fortnite, you have your building and stuff, so, like, people would build really high up, and then some dude would come with the plane and just fly straight through it. And it's like, there's no destructible buildings in COD. There's no, like, but I mean, there's probably going to be, I don't think they're going to put guns on the plane like there was in Fortnite, so they're not going to be able to, like, shoot down things. So it's probably just going to be like probably the fastest way to transport people. And that's probably the only thing. I'm sure it's going to be like slow to like start up. So it's not going to be like get in, fly away. It's going to be like, you got to find a way to kind of like pull this thing out and like take off. Yeah. I think honestly, it's going to be more of a hindrance for people that are going to want to use it than it's going to be like, I'm so OP in this thing.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not against like adding things to games. I mean, I think you should always try things, right? You know, I've always been that way, but I guess we'll just see what happens with it. If they add them, or it sounds like they are going to add them. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I'm not able to fly planes or choppers in any game. I'm really bad. I kill my team. You don't have to worry about me killing you with the plane, because I won't do it.
I have faith that it'll go well. I mean, Activision always and Raven Software always does a good job at like if there's a bug with it or if it's not performing well, like they'll remove it or change it. So I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah,
that's my thought on it.
I'm not worried. UDG, what are your thoughts on SBMM?
The thing is, I'm a console player, so I can't even like do the whole like VPN that people have been doing the past like few months or few years, or like the past year or so. So I've just been kind of like struggling through it, you know, just going through my day, dealing with the worst lobbies and still getting something out of it. I think my thing is SBMM brings out the worst in people, because you can already see that like there's a lot of people that are VPNing and like they'll admit to it like straight up, and then you have people that are lying and not saying that they're actually doing it, and they're like, no, my lobbies are 100%. Okay, Mr. 6 KD facing 0.4 KDs, I don't believe you. Not to say you're lying, but I think you're lying.
I actually got called out on TikTok yesterday for being a VPNer. Okay, and my KD's 0.88.
Are you?
Am I a VPNer? Yeah, with my 0.88 KD, totally. I have like 17 of them on my computer. Yeah, some dude said that in my comments. So I was like, what? Like, go, dude, look up my stats. I'm not good. So yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Swear, people on TikTok, man, they just wanna start shit, don't they?
Oh yeah, they're all rabid wolves.
How do you feel about just the state of Warzone in general right now? You happy with it? Do you want to see some changes anywhere?
I mean, everyone is saying that the game's at its worst point because of like the cheaters and stuff, and it's like 100% true. Like there's so many. It's a slew of cheaters. Like as soon as I get on the game, I go, how many games am I going to actually have a chance, and how many games is it just going to be like I got to pull out a riot shield and mess around just so I can like have a chance of surviving? And I personally think the game itself right now is in a really good position because like the guns are balanced, the transportation around the map's really good, the rotations are fine, everything is like set in stone. Like the game is physically okay, but then it's like the outside people that are causing it to have issues, and everyone wants to blame Activision and all that. Right. But nobody understands the difficulty of adding an anti-cheat after a game's already been released. You have to do that in the beginning of the developing of the game, and if you don't do that, it's very difficult to put one in later in the time. Kind of like with the new Battlefield system that's coming out, people already have hacks and like cheats for it because they were able to get into like the code like very early. So the only way for them to add an anti-cheat now that's going to work is if they remake the whole code for the game.
So there's a lot of negativity about Call of Duty, right? But I'm gonna try to bring some positivity right now. Something that I didn't like at first, but now I love, right? Is they're constantly messing with the guns and, you know, buffing some, nerfing others, right? And that's always kind of annoyed me because I get my guns leveled up and then they suck, right? I mean, even though like the Krig 6 is the greatest game in the history of Call of Duty Warzone, and always has been since day one. But I've actually been enjoying the, you know, switching up guns and stuff like that. So, and another thing that makes me really happy is they change the ground loot. Like they do it quite often. Every time they buff and nerf guns, you get like new guns to play with, new guns that I would never think to use, right? So I think that's a good thing. I've been really enjoying that lately, personally. I don't know about you guys, but it used to drive me nuts because, hey, my Bullfrog sucks now. Well, then, you know, pick up the MP5 because the MP5 is what's good right now, right? So I don't know. I've been enjoying that aspect of it. So personally. So what are your thoughts on Battlefield and Halo? Are you going to try those out?
I definitely would give both of them a shot. I mean, obviously I grew up an Xbox fanboy, so I'm used to Halo. I've played in like a bunch of Halo games, but I've never been like Halo's gonna be like my main thing. Like Halo's a fun. I feel like I can't take it as a true FPS just because of the whole like floating around and like really high bunny hops and stuff. I think it's cool. I've always thought the game was well developed and like really well made. The stories are really good. Just was never for me. I could do like Halo 3 back in the day when like we did custom stuff and like fun
Halo
mini
3.
games. Yeah,
best one of all time.
that's what I remember was doing those. And then Battlefield. I've never been a huge Battlefield guy. I've played a bunch of them. I think the one that I really liked was like Bad Company.
Bad Company was great.
Yeah, so like a lot of them were really good. I like their ability to have like destructive buildings and being able to like kind of do what you want when you play. I think the big thing that for someone who's played Call of Duty for so long, that when you go over to a game like Battlefield, you realize like, oh, there's recoil in this game. Oh, there's like things I have to account for. There's like distance and stuff. Like, ooh,
right.
And I'm thinking about like, dude, I just want to like slide up on somebody and just like 2 feet away, just shoot, move to the next person, and everybody's like spaced out like 100 yards from each other in Battlefield, and you're like, all right, well, fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. It is a lot different. I mean, I'll obviously get it just because everybody's going to be playing it probably right away. Got to try it out. But I've never been a huge Battlefield fan. My favorite Battlefield game is Battlefield 2. It was the first real PC game that I really got into and played a lot. So Strike at Karkin, you know, best map of all time on that game. But yeah, definitely, I definitely will be playing that day one.
Hopefully,
I'll be taking the day off for Halo.
Halo is, yeah.
I will be.
He said he's going to take the whole day off for Halo.
Yeah.
Have you tried Splitgate yet?
If I'm not wrong, Splitgate is only on PC, right?
I believe it is only on PC, and I downloaded it. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's on Xbox too?
No, it's on everything. Yeah, and it's cross-platform.
Well, I downloaded it last night.
The only trouble is I haven't been able to play it.
And my friend said that it's not even playable because it doesn't have like lobbies or whatever. I don't know. They're always down. So.
Yeah, the servers keep crashing because too many people are trying to play it.
That's kind of... I can see that definitely being a problem with a brand new game. I've seen gameplay of it. I watched Stallion, one of my KRNG teammates, play it. He really enjoys it. I saw Insto, who is Nemesis GG, their leader. He really likes it too. It's a fun aspect on like a new type of game. It's like Halo plus like Portal put together. And I guess like to look at it, it looks fun. I think the movement in it is what I probably don't like. Like the portals is cool, but like I need the character to kind of like fly around. I don't need to like kind of slow walking. I need like sliding, pushing in, jump like bunny hop style, like really moving quickly. Because that's what I enjoy most from like Warzone is being able to like push a building and being like I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, like really fast. And that way I can like confuse people. I could like stand in a room and just shoot at people. That's easy, but I'm not gonna.
That's why I can't play Halo 3 anymore. I tried playing that recently, and it's just too slow now. I'm so used to the speed, and I can't do it anymore.
Speaking of speed, my favorite game right now, Knockout City. By the way, UDG, I am now a Ruby in Knockout City, okay? And I've been hanging out with a lot of pro players who are teaching me, and I can catch my slow balls now, and I've gotten so much better. I played Knockout City with UDG a couple times, and he just would destroy me with his slow balls, but I've gotten better. I've gotten better. Did you see the trailer for Season 2?
I did see a little bit of it. I think I would have watched like one of the trailers for a little bit, and it looks. I love Knockout City. It's just that obviously the people I play with aren't like, oh, they still play Knockout City. Where I'm sitting here like, I just want to play anything besides Warzone at the moment.
Right,
but that's what
break.
Yeah,
that's why I've been forcing myself to do like speed runs on the new zombie map, and like, oh my god, if I could tell you how it's. Doing speedrunning is super fun. It's probably one of my favorite things to do and favorite things to watch on YouTube because it's very interesting. So like I've seen speedruns for like I've seen all the speedruns for like every campaign of like Call of Duty. I've seen all the speedruns for like GTA 5 campaign for like different endings, and like it's all like different, and it's very interesting to see how like somebody's brain can kind of consume so much knowledge and be like, this mission I'm doing this mission I'm doing that, this mission I'm doing this, and then I see like the zombie guys like Noah J456, Kingman, there was a few other guys. I don't name them though, because they're like kind of like outcasts in the zombie community because they're rude. They're good at speedrunning, but like their content, they're just not the nicest people. And it's like, oh my god, this guy did it in under 30 minutes. This guy did it under 29, and then Kingman just did it under. I think he just did it under 27 minutes, and everybody's like, how much lower can it get? And I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't think I could do better.
I've never been a zombies guy. I enjoy watching it, but I just can't play it. It just pisses me off so much. I suck at it, so like, I'm not good at it.
I'm not a zombies player either. I'm a Knockout City girl exclusively now. I'm obsessed with it. It is so much fun. It's the only game I'm actually kind of good at, and I'm getting better at it. But Season 2 drops tonight, Tuesday, 7/27, and it is also my first stream, so I will be streaming Season 2 Knockout City. We have a new map. We have a new ball. It's a soda ball, which apparently will splash soda on your screen so you can't see anything for a little while. It's going to be good shit. I'm super excited about it.
I still need to get in. And
maybe
really
CC will have to play Season 2.
I've only played a few rounds of it. I don't even own the game yet. I got it when it was free on Steam, and now it's only a trial, I guess. So I mean, I can still play it. I think I loaded it up last night, but then I just shut it off. I was like, I don't want to play this. I need to play with friends to have fun. So
yeah,
it's
UDG. You want to play Season 2 with me?
I'll definitely probably play a little bit more. Going into like the new season and stuff. I haven't played in a while, and I remember the last time I got on to play, it was like I just walked in the MLG tournament of like fucking dodgeball. There was kids who were like 3 stacked on top of each other. Like I'm cool. Like I just want to 1-on-1 somebody, and then I'll like warm up a little bit. Then I can 3v1. But like don't come at me triple stacking like pass, flop, and on my face, and I'm like, I just want to get back in the game, dude. And that's just SBMM and like and just in a shell. Is like there's so many times where I believe I'm naturally good at video games, where anything I pick up or anything I play, I am better than the average player, and I know that like when it comes to fighting games, I can get like For Honor. I got really good at when it first came out, whooped everybody's ass, and I was like, nobody can stop me. I got bored and I left, and then I came back to it a month later. I don't think I could stop a single person. They smoked me and everything because the game was like, oh, you were really good a month ago. You're still really good, right? And I was like, no, I'm not. I forgot the buttons. I don't remember combos. Yeah, I got kids like kicking me off the edge and just body flipping me, and I'm like, I don't even know this is in the game, dude. But whatever.
That's Knockout City has definitely gotten really sweaty.
Sure it has.
It is.
You're a Knockout City sweat queen.
I am a Knockout City sweat. All right, so let's get to know you a little bit better, EDG, because that's why we're all here. So we already talked about how you play on your controller backwards, which is insane. But have you ever played on mouse and keyboard? And do you play mouse and keyboard backwards?
So I've actually played mouse and keyboard quite a lot. Back in like when CS:GO was like in its prime and everybody liked playing CS:GO and like the tournaments were like the big thing. I did play it a lot on like my little laptop. I wouldn't say I was like the greatest. I think the highest rank I got was like Master Guardian 2, which was, it's not like the highest. I feel like it's higher than Silver, and it's like below like the Supreme and like Global Elites, which are like the pros. So I feel like I was like middle. I don't know how high that rank is compared to like what everybody else is nowadays. So
yeah, I never played that game.
I can't play on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, there's if I start a game on mouse and keyboard, I can. Like Call of Duty, I play on controller, and Fortnite, I play on controller. I've tried to switch Call of Duty over to mouse and keyboard, but I can't slide cancel, and it drives me nuts. So I want no part of it. So yeah, like if like Valheim, I play on mouse and keyboard. Any new game that I pick up and start on mouse and keyboard, perfect. I tried to play Rocket League on mouse and keyboard. That was a stupid idea. But yeah, I'm
you
not a big
can't play
fan.
Rocket League on mouse and keyboard.
Is there any games that you can't play with your controller backwards?
I wouldn't say there's any game I can't play. I can play almost any. I can play literally every game backwards. It's just like my skill on some games isn't as great as like other games.
That's just like everybody.
Yeah. Like everybody's got like their specialties, what they're really good at. And like I feel like my top two games that are three, I'm really good at when it comes to like shooters and stuff. Like I'm really good at like aiming and whatnot. And then it comes to like sports games like Madden, 2K and stuff like that. I'm really good at those because I played them for so long, like every year.
And you play those backwards too.
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome.
Which is always funny because when I for every now and then before like I guess the past year where I've really kind of blown up on like TikTok and like Twitch and stuff, I used to stream like 2K17, 2K18. The people were so rude. Like, why the hell is this art playing like this? And I was like, oh, this is how I play. people were rude on like 2K streams, so I stopped streaming like 2K because it was just. It's a fun game. They've kind of gone downhill over the past few years, but yeah, I think honestly the worst game for me though is like fighting games now. Like when it came to like Mortal Kombat, that's probably my nemesis. Like I am terrible at Mortal Kombat, and it's just because of the combos and button presses really mess me up.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Because yeah, they're you got to do like sequences and stuff. So
yeah, and when you're reading a sequence that it's like, oh, move your analyst left, right, up, down, left, right, and in my mind I'm like, okay, right, left, down, up, right, left.
Yeah, that would be pretty challenging. But just playing a game, I guess, if you've always done it like that, it's just second nature. But when you have to read combos, that would suck.
Yeah, and I've never been good at like. I'm good at memory for like a short time, but like if I'm trying to remember like really hard combos, my brain's just gonna shut off. I don't think I've ever done a fatality in Mortal Kombat unless it was set on like easy mode and it told me what to do.
That's funny. So I noticed the little pillow on the back of your respawn chair. It's a Carnage. Yes, I love it. How can somebody snag one of those?
I don't even know if they're actually still available. CarnageClan.com is the website. Let me see if they're actually still available. Because I know we had a very limited amount.
Those are really cool. It would definitely go with CC's.
Bad.
Yeah, he needs a new chair, Rad. He needs to get a respawn chair.
My chair's dying. It's been, it's been a good chair.
So it actually looks like there is still a few available. They are on CarnageClan.com. That's the website. You basically just have to go to our products down below and you'll see like the whole Carnage pillow launch. You just click on there. But yeah, there is a limited inventory. So if you haven't got one, make sure you get one.
Maybe I'll have to get one for my sweet broken chair.
Yeah. How and when did you join Carnage Clan? How did that go?
Oh my god. That's a solid question. I don't even know when I joined Carnage. I know it was actually around this time last year, if I'm not wrong. I have to like literally look up the tweet of when I was picked up because it was such a while ago. We passed it. Okay, it was July 17th of 2020. That's when I was picked up. I thought it was today for some reason. I was about to say, oh, look at that.
Well, happy 1 year anniversary.
Right? I didn't even know. My recruitment was weird. Nobody even knew I was. I mean, the team knew I was getting picked up. I didn't know I was getting picked up. It was a surprise recruit. Really caught me off guard, honestly, because I was just kind of hanging out and I was getting food with my fiance. I literally was ordering pizza and they were like, "Oh, the pizza's going to take 15 minutes." And I was like, "Sweet." I was like, "I'll get it at 6, get home in time for like the announcement." And I was like, "Then I get to see who the new Carnage member is." Fucking sitting at the pizza shop for 50 minutes, losing my mind. Because like the food, we dropped it. Sorry, we'll get you another one. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, just hurry, dude. And then as I'm driving home, I just hear my phone in my pocket going brr, 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 brr. And I was like, what is going on? And then I'm like halfway home, I'm like, I gotta check my phone. And I hand my phone to my fiance. I'm like, what is happening? She's like, oh, Carnage picked you up. And I was like, huh?
That's pretty awesome.
I love it.
I kind of felt like it was coming because Dux, obviously being on the team, was messaging me and he's like, "What are you up to today?" And I was like, "Right now I'm getting pizza." And he goes, "Cool, you streaming at all today?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably like 8." And he was like, "Oh, cool." And I was like, "It's really off to put Dex just to ask me if I'm streaming or not today." And I was like, "All right, it's kind of weird, but all right."
He was
awesome.
trying to get some insight.
I really enjoyed having Dexbot on the podcast. I really enjoy all his content. So
that man's always looked out for me. That man is definitely probably one of the greatest people I've ever met in content creation. I would honestly put him up at the top of like my list for like role models when it comes to content creation, just because of his positivity and like how he reacts to everything. Because like I grew up watching a bunch of streamers because I like YouTube. I think my favorite creator has always been like Chilled Chaos on YouTube, mostly because he makes really long, lengthy videos that I can sit down and like watch for a long time. But like when it came to streams, I would in middle school. Was it middle school? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like beginning of my freshman year of high school. I would come home, I'd watch a Twitch stream, I'd put it up on my TV, and it'd be Dexbot, and I would literally just lay in bed and I'd watch Dex from like 3:30 to 3:50, and then I'd take a nap, and then I'd wake up like an hour later, and I'd be like, "Hey, Dex, still here, by the way," and he'd be like, "Took another nap," and I was like, "Yup."
I always tell new streamers when they ask me for advice and stuff, like I'm still very small on Twitch, and I always, when people are asking me questions, I'm like, just go watch Dexbot. because the dude just brings the positivity all the time. Even if something bad happens in the game, always super positive. His reactions to everything are great. He is a great person to watch. I'm so glad that Queen introduced me to him because I had never heard of Carnage Clan before we did this. I never really watched a lot of big streamers. I was always watched like really small ones, and you know, seeing like him and the attitude and positivity that he brought was just a huge game changer for me. So definitely a good role model for everyone.
I see a lot of Dexbot inside of UDG. Like, you are very positive. You're very nice. I was literally telling Cece that earlier. Like, I played with you one time and was like, he's just like the nicest guy. Like, you don't come across that so often inside Call of Duty, especially as a woman. You know, like, you were just so nice to me. So I was like, we got to get him on the podcast. We got to get him on the podcast. It's been a long time coming.
It's kind of based on like my passive attitude. I don't like confrontation. I don't like arguing with people. When it comes to like end game Warzone and somebody just won the game because they were cheating, I'll talk my shit and I'll get hostile with you. But it's like, I don't get on the game to get angry. This isn't like my time to get home and be like, this is my anger management therapy. Like, nah, I get on the game to like enjoy myself. I'm not here to get mad. And like, my stream has seen me blown up a few times. Like, and it's rare. It's like maybe once every few months where like something really bad's been happening all day, and it finally just kind of like boom, and I like snap for a second. I walk away and I come back. I'm like, all right, let's get back to it.
UDG, I think you should join us for Positive Pals some night. I really do. I really do. Positive Pals is 3 of us, and we get 1 rando. And when they pop in, we ask them to give us a positivity just statement, and it's always great. Inspirational speech. It's always great. We've met some great people doing that. They all think we're crazy, but they love it. So you should definitely join us for that. It's a fun time. That's how we met Steve. Remember Steve? I haven't rescheduled it since I came back from my break, but definitely we'll have to get with you. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, listening to them, and then if they hang around for more than one game, one of us will do it. So we'll take turns doing it. It's pretty good. The inspirational speech is pretty good. We've had some really, really good ones, and we've had some really, really bad ones. So yeah, it's always good. UDG, these questions are specifically designed to let our viewers and your viewers get to know you a little bit better. You know, get to know what makes you tick, and you know what you choose here is really big. So this or that. I don't know if you've seen this or not played, but
I've seen it.
Yeah. Well, for the millions and millions of new listeners we have this week, I'm gonna just give you a little rundown on what it is. So we're gonna give you 2 options, and you get to pick them, and you will be judged heavily on your choices. Okay. So I believe the gentleman we've talked about a few times here, Dexbot, I believe he choose boneless wings, didn't he? I believe
we're not going to talk about that.
Queen's not going to talk about that. All right. So first one is bone in or bone out wings. What's your choice?
Oh, bone in.
Bone in. Okay. All right. Well, you know. Oh boy. All right. Top sheet. Yes or no?
Wait. Top sheet. Wait.
So, like, when you get a bed set, you get a sheet that fits to your bed, and then there's a top sheet that you know, it's just a flat sheet. Do you use that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I would say yes. Like, it basically is. If you just like get rid of like the whole bun part and you just kind of like slice that bun down the middle and it's a sandwich. It's still a sandwich.
It's a sandwich. Okay. It's a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's fine, right? Subway's a sandwich. A hot dog's a sandwich too, right? Okay. Yeah. Pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
No. My pizza is pepperoni or pepperoni and sausage. You do not touch it.
Love it. Pancakes or waffles?
See, now that's a hard one. I love Belgian waffles. I would 100% do waffle over pancakes. Just depends where you go, though.
I mean, I don't think I'd pick any pancake over a waffle. Waffles are the best. The absolute best. Console or PC?
Console.
Console. Xbox, right?
Yep. Xbox Series X, dude. First day. I've been first day for the last like 3 console drops. I am on it.
I did not buy the new Xbox because I did switch to PC. So, but I'm definitely Xbox over PlayStation. I do have both shirts though, so throws people off sometimes. Streamlabs or OBS?
OBS. Don't use Streamlabs. It's so buggy. Use OBS Studio. Trust me, it's so perfect.
I'm a Streamlabs.
That's
Prime
what I'm using.
Fanboy. Have been for so long.
I'm now using OBS.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just really confusing to me, and it's a lot for me to take in. And I've already got Streamlabs just down. It's so simple, and I'm a simple person, so it just works for me.
I will tell you that setting up OBS that first night, I was on a call with Ashley Guggs for 3 hours, I think, when I first got my PC, setting up different transitions, scenes, and all this other crap. And like now that I went through that and had like basically like a beginner's course with her, now it's just everything is like, oh, I need to add this and done.
Yeah, so
It's-
if I could get Toppy, probably shout out Top Gunner, to help me set it up one night, I would love to try it. But like I said, I've been Streamlabs Prime member since day one of my streaming career, so it would be a tough switch for me, I think. But I think I know once I got into it, it'd be fine. It's just setting it all up since it's all browser based. Just like my brain just is like, yeah, you're not doing this right now, bud. Anyway, iOS or Android?
iOS.
Good choice. That's the correct choice.
Yep.
Marvel or DC?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go DC just on the fact of I grew up with a lot of DC.
Oh boy, Queen, you need to get back on the Marvel kick.
I love Marvel. I watch all the Marvel movies. It's just the fact that like DC is so. I'm dark when it comes to like my movies, and I like the whole brutalness of like Batman's like I'm gonna beat the out of you, and it's just like now speak. I can't. Why not?
I don't dislike DC. I just prefer Marvel. Like that. That's that big poster over there's a Marvel poster. So
yeah, I mean,
I have a bunch of Marvel pops and stuff too. But anyway, all right. Moving on. Toilet paper. The roll over or under?
Over. What are you, sociopath?
No, I'm just hey. Exactly. We're trying to figure out if you're a sociopath. Okay, that's what we're here for. All right. What comes first, the milk or the cereal?
Cereal. What?
Okay,
I'm trying to think of who was doing milk first and then cereal. The only time you do that is after you've already ate a bowl and you're like, oh, I want some more, and then you just add some more cereal.
You know what? I want to thank you for saying that because you're the first person that's ever mentioned that, and now that you say that, I do that all the time. Like, I want a little extra. It's okay to go the other way that way. What are you supposed to dump the milk out? No,
that's a waste.
No. We don't waste here on the Unqualified Gamers. Okay?
No,
we don't waste. All right, so we're gonna wrap things up here. Remind us again where we can follow you.
Twitch.tv/UDG_, same name on TikTok, or you can type in Upside Down Gaming over there. And then if you want to tweet at me, go for it, @RealUDG. If you need someone to talk to in the DMs, I'm usually available.
Perfect. Love it. Queen, where can we follow you and the Unqualified Gamers?
You can follow me on my first ever Twitch stream happening tonight, 7/27 at 7 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/queen_cheese. I cannot wait to see you all there. It's going to be a good time. I will be doing my rap. You don't want to miss it. And then you can follow me on all of my socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter @itsqueencheese. And yeah, I'm super excited. You can follow the Unqualified Gamers on all social medias @Unqualified Gamers, except for on Twitter, we are @Unqual Gamers because Twitter wouldn't let us put Unqualified. It was too long. So Unqual Gamers there.
Unqual Gamers. Legendary Unqual Gamers. You can follow me @CC Punishment 185 on everything except Twitter's CC Punishment 181 because Elon Musk stole my Twitter account. So anyway, we wanna thank Carnage Clan for letting UDG join us today. We want to thank you for joining us too. Thank you for that raid last week too. Much appreciated. I enjoyed you when I raided you. All of my community loved the stream. They all thought you were faking your stuff too until they watched you for 5 minutes and they're like, holy shit, this guy's legit. But thank you so much for joining us. Loved it. Great episode. I think we had some great conversations. Anything you have to add, Queen? Oh yeah.
No,
if you want to be the host next week, if somebody wants to be the host next week, get a hold of us. Because in 2 weeks.
Next week,
because I won't be here.
After, yeah.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I won't be here.
We are looking for a replacement for CC Punishment for the week after next for the Unqualified Gamers podcast. So let us know if you're interested. But that is all we have for today. Thanks again, UDG, for coming on. We appreciate you so much. You are just a gem. And we will see everybody next week for more Unqualified Opinions from the Unqualified Gamers.
Unqualified Gamers.
Bye.
Peace out.